We started 2026 off in Key West, met hundreds of you at the RV show in Tampa. We chased manatees, we did Disney World for the first time, explored the villages, and walked the oldest city in America. But if you're really doing Florida right, you don't stay on land. So today, we're trading van life for boat life. You could drive all over Florida in a van, but you'll miss so much of the state if you never go on water. We're joining our friends, Mathers on the Map, Kevin and Taylor, and their 2 kids, Logan and Wyatt, for some adventure on the water. So this is the boat we're gonna be living on for the next couple of days. So one thing to know is Mathers on the Map, Kevin and Taylor, they started in a van. That's how we met them. And then they traded everything, sold everything for a boat. We're gonna figure out by the end of this video, should we trade our van in and get a boat?
All right, we are going to disconnect shore power while Kevin works on the water. Shore power is off. Yeah, it's a twist. There we go. This is his power cord. It's a little bit larger than our van cord. And by little bit, I mean a lot of bit. Oh my goodness. How do you coil this, Kevin? Thank you.
I figured your muscles.
Yeah. Here, let me.
You said you're not getting too many workouts in.
That's true. This is definitely a workout. Oh, and then I made it worse. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so just however it wants to go, just let it happen.
Do you know where it goes?
No, but this thing is massive. I mean, it's like 1.5 inches around
Yeah, we bought the boat in our back.
in diameter. It's crazy. And it's heavy, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh wow, there's a whole world down there.
And this thing, massive. Here you go, Kev.
This is very well done coiling.
Oh, well, thank you. Here, I'll grab your filter.
I just dump it though.
I'm hoping it warms up a little bit today.
What degrees is it, I wonder?
My watch says 38.
Okay, I'm gonna go get our headsets. We're gonna communicate and figure out how we're gonna dock.
Okay.
Or get off the dock and we'll go from there. So if this is very snug on your head, then you could just leave it as is. If it's a little loose, then I'm gonna ask you to stick your arm through here and put it through your bicep just so this doesn't fall in the water. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take off the bow line.
Okay.
We'll just throw it overboard and then we'll take off these 2 lines here. Okay, these are called short ties. Notice that they're just like one loop.
Okay, you want me to go ahead and start with that? Okay.
Ortega River Bridge. This is motor vessel Be Good. Ortega River Bridge, over. Yeah, this is Be Good. We're leaving Port 32 Marina right now and requesting a bridge opening in a couple minutes if that's possible. Perfect, thank you so much.
This feels like so scary going through it.
Yeah, this is really tight. Tightest bridge we have ever gone through.
Really?
Especially with the wind blowing sideways, you really need to be mindful of that.
Oh my word.
Yeah, so we're in 3 feet of water. It was pretty shallow, 2.9. This is a little dicey. So I need to get back on my track here big time. And it's tough to call which one is accurate here because this is way off and this is right on. So 2.8, we might be 2.8. 3. We're fine at 3. Like I said, our props are 28 inches. And this is called shoaling. So that right there, that alert is shoaling, and that just means the sandbar is shifting and creating shallow water.
Can you hear the boat? I don't know what they're doing up top, but I'm down here using our bedroom as an office. And it's actually perfect. It's like I have a stand-up desk. All right, let's go see what's going on up top.
Yeah, you know, you can't go in with like a crew of 50 and a semi-load full of stuff in it. You know. Kevin's working on, he's getting his captain's gear on.
Yeah. Warm weather gear on.
Yeah, it does get warm right here.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I almost
This
lost
is the life.
I almost lost the mic in the water. So
That would have been sweet.
because it literally, I was like,
It was only a foot though.
Caught
You
it.
could have got it.
I mean, I
You
could.
would have gotten it, just so you know. Just so we're clear.
That would be some dirty water.
No.
He's letting you drive.
That's crazy. I know. What am I doing?
What did he say to do? He said just stay on
So,
9.
Right here, I need to keep the bow pointed towards number 9.
I don't know, guys. This is the life.
I don't want to overcorrect. Oh, I overcorrected a little. All right. Whoa. There's some current that's like all of a sudden started pushing us to the left.
Is that where it goes? It looks like it. Good job.
It really does require like paying attention. You can't just like point and go. The current is pushing us around. And so you're like actively steering the entire time, just very slowly.
Autopilot would be nice, right?
Yeah.
How much for that?
Like 4,500.
4,500 for autopilot?
I can see where you would want to just like put it on a track and just go.
Exactly. Then you're just monitoring traffic and crab pots. When I tell people we don't have autopilot, they're like, "Are you kidding me? You made it all the way to here without autopilot?" And they're like, "You're a psycho." We got some time. I'm gonna do $1.25 on each, and then I'll probably top off after that.
I'll come back and check on you.
All right, cool.
One eternity later.
We have exactly 300.1.
Really?
Yes.
That's good.
It's getting nice out here now. Sun's out, the deck's warm. All right, so you just want me to go undo it right now, or do you want me to just wait?
Now you're gonna wait, and you're just gonna do this one right here. I think Taylor's gonna go at the stern.
Oh, okay.
And you'll just undo the cleat, and then you'll just pull it up over the piling. And then don't worry about pushing off or anything. I will let the engines do all that work.
Okay. So there's a lot of really cool similarities between boat life and RV life.
There is?
Oh, absolutely.
With docking and stuff?
Well, I think like fuel, for example, how fast you go, how far you go, drives a lot of your cost.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you know, you can take it easier, and obviously you don't end up spending as much money. But kind of similar in terms of like your dock fees, where it's like one night is more expensive than a week, which is more expensive than a month, similar to like RV parks and stuff.
That's why there's such a correlation.
It's pretty cool. So we just finished getting fuel here at the fuel dock. We ended up putting about 350 gallons, I believe. No, 300 gallons in, and spent a little over $1,000. So kind of pricey, but Kevin was actually saying that that's not too bad. That this morning at the marina that we were at, it was like $4.10 for gas. Cool. All right, let me grab you guys and show you. And so then here is the end of the dock. And the wind seems to have calmed down since this morning a little bit. So you can see there's the fuel dock down here. And then I'm not sure what road this is, but there's this big tall bridge that we have to go back under. Yeah, we go back under the bridge out into the main inlet. And it's funny, right here, this is the window that's in the roof of our cabin where we're sleeping, because we're up here in the forward stateroom. Oh wow, it got deep all of a sudden. I think this is calmer than this morning.
Yeah, the wind was gonna die down. That's what I was saying. Like, we have the next 2 days are like really calm winds, especially compared to how it was. Yeah, it's like glassy out there.
Yeah.
This is awesome. My horn working there? There it is. All right, so really we're just gonna do the left sticks.
Okay.
And we're in forward, obviously, and it'll take some force. So you grab both at the like 2 hands, probably.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you can bring it into neutral. Yep, and like don't be afraid to like give it force off the get-go, because if you go like real slow like the throttles, it won't engage.
Gotcha.
But like, so you could do like port forward only, and you'll notice you'll feel the boat shift like that. So just port forward. Yep. Just give. Yep. Okay.
Yep.
Like back to neutral, and then same thing, starboard forward. So now we're slowly going this way.
Yep.
You can kind of like, if you wanted to go down a fairway, you can just kind of like kick back, like, douche. Like,
yeah. So you can kind of
like that, and then like if you wanted to spin, you could throw it, reverse and
so
forward. Yep. So now we're gonna start spinning.
Oh, so it's pretty tight.
Yeah. Yeah. And like, if you want, like, forward is more powerful than reverse. So like, if we wanted to, I could give it more juice on the reverse and like really spin. And it's just like a feeling for it. And like right now, the weather is just, the wind is perfect. So this is awesome. But if you get like some gusts and stuff, you can really get pushed around. And boom, like done. And we're back to straight. Then you get a feel for it. It's easier to understand when you can feel it.
Absolutely.
All right, so we're gonna rev her up a little bit, get some turbos engaged, and burn some carbon out. So here we go. Oh, we got some current with us right now. We're going 9 knots. I can push the bow down a little bit.
Ah.
But I mean, look at the wake that we're throwing, and we're only going 9.3 knots. Like, that wake is huge. That's a big wave right there.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, look at that wave.
I mean, it's huge.
Very big. Go a little harder.
Okay. That wake's even bigger. Woo!
Yeah, look at that thing, man.
That's massive.
Wild. We're going 13 knots.
You're full speed now?
Pretty much. Man, we got a lot of white smoke now.
Oh yeah.
The injectors are off a little bit or something, but that was good. Quite happy with that. It's a good feeling when things work as they're intended, right?
Yeah.
All right, we'll drop back down to 13 and we'll put our way in.
Nice. How was the volume when we got to full power?
It's definitely loud down here, but we talked through the whole thing. It didn't seem too loud. That was great.
It was super cool up there.
Was it cool? How fast did you get?
What was our top speed, Kevin?
13 and a half against the current.
13 and a half knots against the current.
Wow.
So pretty good. We're just cruising along at 6 knots. We are fighting the current, but we're just chugging along nicely.
Bob's becoming a boat lifer.
Boat life.
Boat life
Might be my new life.
I mean, it's just a gorgeous day. Kevin is putting Wyatt down for a nap, and so Bob took over.
Just motoring us up the river, or the inlet. I think this technically is the inlet, but we will go upriver here in a little while.
So, are you supposed to stay on like a red line?
Yeah, I'm not doing a great job of staying on track, but I'm working on it.
You're learning.
I overturned a little, so I gotta bring her back around.
Bring her back around. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Boat life? Van life? Okay, the difference that I'm noticing between boat life and van life is you could do way more on a boat. It's way more calm. Like I could sit here and be editing all day long, and we're traveling somewhere.
The phrase I would use is when you're underway on the boat, it's pretty calm. And I know that the weather's nice and the conditions are great, but you can do more, to your point. You can make food, do activities around the boat. When you're driving down the highway at 75 miles an hour, it's a little hard to do anything other than drive. And it's not like I can just get up from the steering wheel and go check something and then come back. But I could do that here.
Yeah.
I could get up for a minute or
Well, and if you had auto, Kevin doesn't have, what is it called?
he doesn't have autopilot, so it's like manual tracking the entire time, which I enjoy.
So far.
So far.
5 hours in. Bob's sold.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah. I'm gonna go check upstairs. Let's see what it's like up here. I'll tell you what it's like. I mean, oh, it's so pretty. I'm not gonna lie, I'm liking this little bout of boat life. So they're on what's called, they're about to start the Great Loop. They're getting into position to start the whole loop. And so we consider ourselves just doing a section of their loop. I mean, look at that, guys. Look at that.
I will take a sandwich if you're gonna make them.
Okay. Bob is at the helm, so Hillary has to go make lunch. What is that like?
No, I love that life.
I'll see what I can do. All right, we've decided Kevin is flipping the boat around because we're looking for gators. Bob thinks he saw a gator.
It looked like a massive head sticking right on the edge of the water where I could see it.
And it is cold.
And it's a little chilly. What's crazy is
not too bad.
you can see the controls right here.
I know, I saw
Here.
it earlier. Isn't that?
Kevin's controlling the boat from the lower helm.
Yeah, okay. We're supposed to be looking for the gator.
It was like right over
Here somewhere?
there.
I think it was right here, but I don't think it's here. That's not a gator.
No, I don't see it.
No. 31 feet. That's crazy deep. What's your ideal depth?
For an anchorage?
Yeah, like 10?
Yeah, that would be nice. We put out either 5 to 1 or 7 to 1 of the depth. So if it's 30 feet deep, it would be 210 feet of chain.
Oh, okay.
So we don't have over 200.
Look
We
at-
have 200 feet of chain.
You're at 41.
Yeah, it's more shallow over there. Luckily.
Here we go.
Perfect spot. It seemed like we were we dropped up high, which makes sense because you need to let it out, but we ended up in a really good spot.
Pretty much it. Coming across, Bob.
Okay. I see ya. That's good. There's the dinghy.
That's the moon.
Yeah.
Where's the moon? You see the moon? Oh, that's so cool.
Can you see it up
That's
there?
like it.
Yeah, bud.
Okay, you sit right there, buddy.
All right, where's my wild guy? Okay, I'm gonna put Woody and Buzz on the boat first. Okay, there they are.
Oh, cool.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. All right, Bob, hop on.
All right. There we go.
We're doing it. All right, guys.
Got like the heaviest person in the front.
You can sit next to us if you want.
Oh, you'll plane easier for sure.
Wow, Taylor made us dinner. This is the way you do it on a boat.
I'm hungry, let's go.
This is amazing dinner from Taylor. Snug as a bug. This is our room.
There's my feet. It's got plenty of room in here.
What?
The air just kicked on. That is so cool. It was like blowing on my face. It was just great.
Show them how tall it is.
It's good size.
Okay. Good night. Good night. See you in the morning. We'll give you a boat tour.
Oh my goodness. So cold. Oh, it's frosty. Woo. I'm out here. It's 32 degrees. There's frost on the deck. I'm barefoot. It's really cold, but super beautiful. The water is warm, so there's fog on top of the water, and we're moving ever so slightly with the tide. I think it's coming in. It's coming in because we're being pushed in very slightly. It's beautiful out here. It is freezing cold. Okay, I can't do it anymore. I can't do it anymore. My feet are so cold. Okay, my feet are numb now. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, it's not cold out here. Oh my word.
Stand on this rock is nice. Oh, the sun's starting to come up right over there. See, look at this frost.
It's a beautiful morning.
That's how cold it is.
Do you hear the birds? Wow. Here, where are we? We're in Florida.
We're I believe we're on the Black Creek.
No, St. John's something?
Well, St. John's is the main river.
Oh, yeah.
We're kind of in this little inlet. I believe it's called Black Creek.
We slept right here and it was so calm. The water is like ice. Is that
Glass.
glass? The water is like glass. It's gorgeous. The sun is rising. We have good coffee and we have good friends, Kevin and Taylor downstairs. I feel like we didn't film a lot yesterday. We really took advantage of just hanging with our friends. But today's the day.
We're gonna do a tour.
We're gonna do a tour.
And we do need to motor, I think, like 30 nautical miles.
Yes.
So we gotta head further south, which is upriver. We got a lot to do today.
Got a lot to do. And radio's on.
That's good. Kevin's down there dancing.
Where are you going? Are you driving us? Is there a horn?
There's all the things we have to check down here.
A little messy.
Nope, it's just the bowels of the boat.
Nice and cozy in there, huh?
As you can see, there's, what is that? That is the
Which one?
port side engine,
Correct.
starboard engine,
Yeah.
all the things.
All the fun stuff. The things that no one talks about with boating. Well,
It's
they
true.
do, but we don't see it on Instagram and all that stuff.
That's right. This is real life boat life.
This is where I hang out all the time, I feel like.
Some big powerful engines down here that you got to maintain.
That's right. All right, living the dream here. Still got some drips going on both sides of the propeller shaft, or the shafts.
And then I'll show you in one of Kevin's videos. Whoa, he did a huge electrical upgrade. Let's see if I can get a better shot from over here. Installed all those batteries and inverters, able to run everything all night long.
We're anchoring in 30 degrees, not with the heat on. No problem, thankfully. Without the generator running on it.
Well, once Kevin finishes his checks, we will start the engines and pull the anchor.
All right, so this is our these are our living quarters. We're gonna clean up our living quarters because just like van life, boat life, you need to just have everything organized at all times. Otherwise it just feels too messy and chaotic. Okay.
All right.
It is time. Where do we want to start?
I say we start in our room.
This is our room. Come on in. So you have a little step right here. Ugh. Okay. So you can't really be much taller than us and be able to sit in the bed. But as you can see, this is the bed.
And where are you, Hillary?
I don't know. Front of the boat?
Right, which is called the...
Bow?
Right.
Really?
So the V shape of this room is because you're at the bow of the boat, and right above us is this skylight, which you can see on the deck.
This is our bed. It has to be a custom mattress because it kind of V's also. And you have plenty of storage in here. And so this reminds me a lot of van life, just the cupboards, the buttons. We have our computer stuff right there.
And there's a little port window. There's the heater, fire extinguisher.
Yeah, so
You've got lights, which I don't know how to turn those back ones on, but
yeah, so we have lights, more storage. Bob just stuck his stuff right here. They have stuff in there, so I won't open it. And then I just have stuff in this storage closet. It's so hard to see this on camera because of the tight spaces, but this is a really big closet, and I have my stuff in there. Yeah, this is where we've been living for 3 days. Kind of cozy, kind of nice. So the first night we stayed at a marina. It was beautiful. That marina, oh my goodness. What I learned is that some marinas, they said they're not all like this, but some marinas, it's like better than an RV park. Like the bathrooms, the laundry, the pool, the hot tub, the
they had a grill, huge patio area.
patio area, all of it. It was so beautiful. But they did have to pay, I think, $189 to dock there that night.
And for that kind of price, not only do you get the like clubhouse amenities, but you also get water, 50 amp electrical service, and or black tank pump out. In the grand scheme of things, it's kind of worth it.
All right, Bob, are you ready to do the next bedroom?
I am. Let's go.
Okay.
Because it's right here. So this is a Navigator 4800, which means it's a 48-foot boat. It is a 3 estate room layout. And so this is the second room. You can see it's got 2 bunk beds, horizontal. They're with the beam of the boat.
Oh, look how cute. It's like a little teeny corner right
Yep.
there.
And so Wyatt's bed is down here. And then there's some storage over here on this side, which is pretty good size.
Oh, open that up. That was so cute. Look at those little jackets. Yeah, I mean, it's a really good size.
And you don't spend a lot of time down here other than to sleep. So it's adequate.
Yep.
So this is the shared head for the 2 estate rooms that are over here. And as you can see, you have your toilet, a sink, a pretty good sized shower in the grand scheme of things.
I would agree.
Plenty of room.
We took showers last night. Pressure is amazing. Super hot, fast, way bigger than a van.
Yes. And they have a huge water tank, so
yeah,
that's pretty nice.
What's their water tank size?
I believe it's 160 gallons. So we'll go into the master's suite, I think is what you'd call it. Wow, this is really nice down here.
I know, I haven't been in here.
So this is the master or the main bedroom, captain's room, whatever you want to call it. I don't know my boat terms, sorry guys. But they have a nice, good-sized bed. I'm guessing that's a queen. Might be a little bit bigger than a queen. But they've got some storage on each side. They've got plenty of storage kind of here in the back. I'm sure these are all really big. I won't open them up. And then, of course, some nice storage up top here with their own bathroom.
Which I thought was cool, that we all didn't have to share one bathroom.
So, you know, sink, head, shower.
Wow. There's as much room here?
Yeah, you have plenty of room.
Oh, look, there's a mirror up top again.
Plenty of room to do what you need to do with moving around, getting dressed, drying off, all those kind of things.
And then I won't open their shower, but...
They've done a great job of taking advantage of every little space. And so this would be the lower level, and then we'll go up to the salon and the indoor helm. It's helm?
Which we might have to...
Bridge? I don't know.
Before we do that, we'll probably have to pull anchor and get on the road, or
Yes.
get on the water.
So we'll get on the move and then we'll do the rest of the tour. Taylor's up front. She's got a power washer to clean the chain as it comes up. I believe the anchor is somewhere over here. And so they basically are gonna pull up a small amount, clean it off. She's telling Kevin to bring the rear end around. Appears to be pretty clean.
Really clean. Oh yeah.
That's awesome. Beautiful anchorage, my goodness.
Bob, you being captain?
I am captain.
Are you playing captain?
No, I am captain.
There you go.
Well, I'm captain as long as Kevin says I am. Yeah, there you go. Co-captain. Not really, because that would be Taylor. I'm like the first mate.
It's first mate or skipper. I don't know which one's which.
I don't know either. That's crazy. We look like we kind of are in the middle of nowhere, but this feels like we're moving. I don't know if it's just because of the shoreline. We're so close.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny how like 7.2 could feel really fast or really slow depending on which way the obstacles are moving, or we're moving against the obstacles.
Yeah.
Well, we're going with the current right now, technically. But right now our ETA is 305 at 7.2 knots, and I think 3 o'clock would be nice, so I'm going to try and maybe run her a little harder today.
How crazy is it, Bob? They're letting you drive the boat by yourself.
I know, Kevin's not even supervising me.
You made it.
It's like, wow, what happened?
You proved yourself.
I did.
Oh, look at how relaxed.
Or maybe he's so scared that he's like in the dinghy driving the other direction.
I mean, look at this. I mean, this is the life.
I mean, this is nice. I like this.
Where are we going?
Palaka.
How many hours?
It's on one of these screens. Okay. We're going to arrive at 2:55 p.m. We're currently going 7.5 knots against the current. Our next waypoint is at 11:16.
Well, how many feet are we?
We are currently in about 17 feet of water.
Let's go.
We've got 28.3 nautical miles to go. So we're just cruising along nice and smooth. All right, wish me luck.
All right, so Bob, are you off track?
I'm slowly getting back on track.
Can you see how off track you were? Someone wasn't paying attention and
I literally was like, "Rah," driving off way over there. Oh, geez.
he's gonna get fired. Bob, the baby's sleeping.
My captain's not gonna like that. Yeah, I'm trying to get back. We need to be over a few more feet.
Bob, you're fired.
I know, I'm just all over the place. I'm being distracted.
Could you see yourself as a boat lifer?
Maybe. It's very calming.
Yeah, that's because we have perfect weather.
That's true. Now we're back in deep water. Hillary's leading us astray.
Oh no, here we go. I'm trying to get back on the black line. But then also watch for crab pots.
Yeah, there's been some random crab pots popping up.
Yeah, like crab buoys at the top. Apparently you don't want to hit those. That's what we've learned. Okay, I'm getting close to the black line.
Yep, you're oversteering now.
Oh no.
See the blue line?
Yeah, what do I do?
Turn to the right. Starboard, starboard. You want this
Oh, no.
line
Oh,
to
no.
line up there.
Which way do I go? This way? Oh, that big.
Yeah, you're way off track, dear.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I'm gonna go up top. Yeah, you overcompensated. Back the other way. Back the other way. You can do it. Oh my God.
Aren't you supposed to be driving the boat?
Oh,
Who's driving the boat?
I don't know. No one.
Here's the next part of your guys' tour while Bob is driving the boat. Yeah. Where are we?
So this is the upper helm. We have all of our controls here. Got seating in these captain chairs for 3, plus this nice dining area. It's all covered right now, but got a little table. And your dinghy, of course. All covered by this nice bimini. So you can enjoy these amazing days out here like this. This is beautiful.
Yeah. They're really selling us on boat life. This weather.
Just so relaxing. Just
Right?
the dull hum of the motor, the waves brushing against the hull, the sun glistening on the water. Because like all of a sudden,
Crab pots suck.
I looked out the window and it was literally like 25 feet from the boat. I was like, oh,
Oh boy.
uh-oh, I didn't see that one because all the glare, I couldn't see them.
Oh yeah.
And so then I started noticing them, like they're everywhere. So I don't know if you felt down there, but I was literally weaving in and out of them trying to cross the track.
Some type of movement.
Yeah.
I thought it was a wake from a boat.
No, that was just my driving.
I mean, the visibility is just fantastic.
Yeah.
Here.
Well, that's why Bob wanted to come up here to see the crab pots, because he thought it would be easier to see up here.
Just a different angle trying to see them because I literally couldn't see them. This is the pilot house. So you have all of your controls right here, throttles and all the instrumentation, everything right here. And you also have this nice table where you can sit at and work. So we've sat around here and enjoyed a bunch of meals together. This has just been a really nice space. And what's really cool is while somebody is driving, you can all still sit here together and, you know, work or enjoy meals, what have you.
So what was this called?
So this is the pilot house.
Oh, this is the pilot house.
So then when you come back down here to the salon, we'll step over the
We got a little baby gate.
baby gate. Here's Taylor.
Yeah. Hello.
Hi, Nana.
Can you say hello?
Say hi.
Hello.
But this layout works really well, especially with them having kids, because they've got all this space where they can sit and enjoy, you know, TVs and toy time and just a really nice open space.
You've taken advantage of that. You've been building a ton of stuff with the kids.
I've enjoyed playing with the kids for sure.
One day he'll be a grandpa. He's practicing.
And then you have this amazing galley. So you have a great workspace, your kitchen sink, you've got your air fryer microwave, your induction cooktop, I mean, I feel like I'm doing a van tour. This is just amazing, except for everything is bigger, like a real refrigerator.
Right.
So
Bigger.
everything's bigger and nicer.
Yeah, I mean, look at it. It's just the space has been incredible.
Tons of storage for all of your stuff. You got all of your electrical controls over here. And then you have the cockpit here in the back, which I think you'll be able to hear us. But we are underway. So there is a swim platform here in the back as well, but I have to say, I'll come back in.
Yeah.
I would love to have some nice warm weather, be able to sit out there and enjoy just the scenery. It's been so much fun sitting up on the fly bridge all day driving the boat.
I think the coolest part for me is that you can walk around and do stuff while it's accomplishing its task of getting you where it needs to go.
Yes, and there is definitely a different pace. So we have been going about 7.5 knots most of the day. Just engines have been running, so there's a dull kind of white noise, and we've been just kind of cruising along and just at a nice relaxing pace and enjoying the day. I mean, the weather's been fantastic.
Yep. All right, that's their boat tour. We finally gave it to them.
We finally finished the boat tour.
We got the gang's all here. Mather's on the map. We're all here. And before we go, I definitely know that everybody is wondering, like, why are we on their boat? What are they doing? And so I want them to tell you what their next adventure, currently is and is gonna be, because they have traded van life for boat life, and we might too one day, but that's for another day. That's for another, no, that's another day. All right.
Yeah, so we decided to jump into boat life because of these two little ones, because car seats are not as fun, and when we're underway on a boat, they're at home playing around. So we were like, okay, what can we do on the boat that's fun and exciting and creates even more of an adventure? So right now we're headed southbound to Sanford, Florida, but come March, we are turning around and doing a 6,000 nautical mile journey around the eastern US, up through the Great Lakes, through Chicago, down the Mississippi River, back down to the Panhandle of Florida, and wrap around the Keys, and that is called America's Great Loop. So that is the plan for the next, year, 14 months probably, and then if we still like boating, we will take this over to the Bahamas for crystal clear, beautiful water. That is the plan.
Go follow their journey. I know we will be. We literally had the best time. Thanks, guys, so much for hosting us.
So much. Of course.
It was a blast. Their boat is amazing.
Thanks for the help on the boat too.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah, it was so fun. They're literally, the loop starts in a couple of weeks, so go subscribe to them. Mather's on the map. It's gonna be good.
We're gonna be posting twice a week for a little bit too, so that's kind of intense. We're a little nervous about that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. All right, we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye, guys.